We missed all the announcements on the recording.
That's okay. You can record it.
I need a reminder of that, evidently. At least we'll get the good stuff done, right?
That's right.
Okay, so the first card we're going to make is this. It's called a fun fold, or some people call it a fancy fold. The original card design had the printed butterflies from the paper, but I decided to show you how you could make this card without the paper at all, except for you could put any patterned paper back here. I made it a Mother's Day card. I don't know if you can see, it says Happy Mother's Day on the front on this little tag. And it's called a flip corner card. So when you open it up, this little corner that flips up inside, which is really cute.
So are there 2 sets of dies with that set?
No. Oh, yes. Let's see, what did I do with it now? I set it out to the side and it got lost. Here it is. Yeah, you get the cutout for the individual butterflies, and then you get a set of butterflies, individual. That's what I used on the details here. And then there's a piece of solid on the back out of vellum.
Okay.
And then
I've ordered it, I just didn't open it.
Huh?
I've ordered it, I just didn't open it yet.
Yeah, and then there is also
That
these come with the set.
Oh.
They're just like textures. I don't know if you can see it on the picture here. They're just like little textures you can use, and that's some smaller butterflies. So if you want to mess around with adding texture to your things, you can do that. So
And it got the punch as well.
yeah, that's the thing with this set. If you don't have the dies and the set, you can always use the butterfly punches and do the same kind of thing. Or if you had, I think it was called Butterfly Basics from a couple years ago, had a beautiful butterfly, same kind of thing with a die that cut the detailed butterfly, and then another one that cut the outline.
Yep,
so you could use that as well.
Got that. And then there was a one that had the small little square that had a bunch of little butterflies in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an embossing folder. It was called an embosslet, and it folded over. It was a tiny little, looked like a compact.
Right.
And it had three or four butterflies in there, and the smallest one was very tiny.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah. So you could use that as well. That would be a good one to use. I use that one a lot for the that card that we made with the gorgeous grunge that had the butterflies on.
Yes.
All right, so here's what the pieces look like. So you're going to get your stuff is going to come already scored, and I already folded it for you because it's kind of difficult to get folded. But what she did to get this far, if you were going to do this yourself, was she took a piece of paper, and there is a template in your bag, and she measured up like 3.5 inches from, is that right? That way. 3.5 inches in and 2 3/4 here, and she put a tick mark there, and then she just took a ruler and scored across there. But what you could do, and you'll have to get when you get the template's a little bit bigger than this, but you could lay your template across here and then just take your ruler and score across, and it'll make the photo, and then you have to turn it over and make the score line on the other side. So you really wouldn't have to measure too much if you use the template that comes in your bag.
Okay.
All right. So when you make that template, you're left with a piece that looks like that, and you'll have two of them. One of them's going to go on the outside of the card as the first layer. It'll fit there real nice. And the other one's going to go on the inside of the card after you stamp the sentiment on it. And then that other little triangle piece that gets cut off of the paper, it's in the bag and it'll fit here. Okay. And then you'll have another piece that I cut for you. And these also all use the same template to cut the angle on the corner. So no matter what the size of the card is on the front, I use the same template to cut the corner off of this white piece as I did off of this smaller patterned piece. All right. So you'll layer them up like that. What did I stamp the inside of this with? Love what makes us family. It says Mother's Day on the front, and love is what makes us family on the inside. And I got that from, well, I thought I had that lined up. I probably have it open here somewhere. It is from, I'll find it. I'll find it eventually. If there's the stamp. All of the ones that I used over here. Somehow, I didn't get that one. Elegant, no, that's not it. Oh, well, I'll find it for you before the end of class, and I'll figure out which one that is. It'll come to me. So I mounted that up on the Misty or Stamparatus or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to use Bermuda Bay is the color of the paper. You could also use Coastal Cabana if you like a little bit lighter color. This is what makes this family. That's your inside piece. Dry it a little bit. Sometimes it's a little moist down here in my room and ink doesn't like to dry as fast. So we're just going to mount that up on the inside of the card. And that's what I did first, was I usually do the stamping on the inside. That's the end of that roll of tape. Good thing I got another one.
Ready to go, huh?
Ready to go, yeah. Okay. And one of these rollers came from Beth Hackett. I'm not using it again, but right now, but it's over there in the stuff we use for our women's retreat. That got kind of donated by her estate to us. Yeah, and then this other little piece goes in the corner. And I have cut all these pieces parts for you. And you'll see this piece is a ½ inch shorter than the template was. So there's a template in there. If you make these cards by yourself, in order to make this piece fit in this triangle here, you got to cut it ½ inch off of this end, and then it'll be proportionate and fit right in there. All right. And that'll be in your instructions when I get the instructions written. Okay, now this one is a little tricky if you look at these papers, it's the opposite corner that's cut. Can you see? So you got to be careful which corner of your fancy paper you're cutting off. For this piece on the inside, you're going to cut the bottom corner off so that it fits here. But the piece on the front, you'll need to cut the top corner off. So you'll have to just keep that in mind when you're cutting corners. Oh, that's sort of a pun, sort of.
Look how pretty that side is too.
Yeah, the paper is beautiful. It really is. Yeah, you kind of hate to cut into the backside. That's kind of why I don't like double-sided paper so much, is because you've got such beautiful patterns that you don't want to. Okay, and then this is again is a 1/2 inch cut off that template, a 1/2 inch, in order for it to fit in the triangle with the border around. Okay. Let's see. Is the sound coming through and everything okay?
Yes.
Not too loud.
No, it's good.
Okay. All right, so there's the inside of the card. And then the outside. Now the white layer is the same size as the inside, so they could be used interchangeably, and they're both cut on the same corner, so you can't get that messed up. Excuse me. It's my dentist. I gotta take it. Hang on. Hello. I'm good. Tomorrow, yes. And I pre-med for that. Okay, great. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, girls. I'm getting my crown set tomorrow.
Oh, good.
So
then you'll be royalty.
Oh, I'm already royalty. More times than I can count, actually. This one, it's from, I'm a grinder and a clencher. So I wear a night guard, but I have cracked, since COVID started, I've cracked 3 teeth.
Ooh.
So this particular one needs a crown. All righty. So then that's your card base with the inside stamped. And then there will be a little one of these in your kit. And this comes from the Tasteful something dies. The Tasteful Labels dies. That's probably where this other, that Tasteful Labels come with these kind of labels inside. And we just use this one here. And they're double stitched on both, or they're stitched on both sides. So if you make the die cut and you take the die cut piece out, the die cut is stitched, but also the frame that it left behind is also stitched. Okay, so you will in your kit have a piece with a frame and this. So you could use the leftover frame for setting up your MISTI to stamp. Otherwise, you know, this one's pretty easy to line up with the regular. This is Happy Mother's Day is from Itty Bitty Greetings.
Oh.
And, you know, but you could use you could make this birthday. Doesn't need to be Mother's Day. And then you just stamp it in the Bermuda Bay is what I used. And then it gets popped up on the front here. And the butterflies, they each have a matching vellum background that I cut out. I just used that butterfly die and cut the whole section of them out. And you're going to glue the back side of the butterfly to the vellum. And I just used a little bit of Tombow here because you can see through vellum, but since it's going to be on the top, it's not really going to show. So I did that to each one. A little bit here, a little bit of Tombow goes a long way. Each one of these has its own little solid background now. And there's also a gem in there for each one. I put one gem on each butterfly. And this last one, oh, tiny little one. This is not the smallest of the butterflies in the set, but it's the second of the smallest. Okay, and if you want, you can curl the wings up a little. And just on this rounded section of the butterfly is where I stick the gem. And that one's not sticky. Well, my pick-me-ups need new stick-me-ups. Here we go. This is the Stampin' Up! Pick 'em up tool. Put one there. And then when you're actually mounting these to the card, and I'll show you that in a second, you have to be mindful that you need to get it in an envelope. So you don't want to stick the butterflies. Oh my gosh, turn over here. There we go. You want to make sure that the butterflies, when you put them on the front of the card, don't stick up so far that you're not going to be able to get the card in the envelope anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you put the wings up here, you know, if you put this butterfly up here and the wings are sticking up past this, then then you're not going to get it in the card. But if you put it down here, it'll still fit in the card. Is that making any sense? If you stick it up like this, it won't fit, but if you move it down here like this, it will. So just kind of keep a watch on that.
We get bigger envelopes.
Over here, my gems are all upside down now for some reason. Had to come out of there and turn over on the back side. You know, Stampin' Up! Sells beautiful gems, but you know me. I get whatever I can find that's the least expensive that looks just as nice.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, if you go to like Hobby Lobby, on their back wall, they have gems that are made into the alphabet for ironing on shirts and stuff. And they sell those like for 10 cents each or something like that. I just buy them and then I just
take them apart.
All righty.
Good idea.
Yep.
Those are pretty.
I try whatever I can do.
Pretty
butterflies. All right. And so now I got to find my sample. There's the sample so I know what I'm doing. And I just put a little glue on the bottom down here. Try to put it behind where you already have a solid color on the front. I don't know, so that your glue dots don't show through. And then, you know, I'm being mindful of how far that's going to go across the top there. And I put one there. And then I do the same kind of thing with this one here. Put it there. You could do pop-ups if you want, but this card's pretty thick. So to add a pop-up dimensional might be a little bit much. And there. You can use whatever colors you want. These were the colors that match the paper, which are mint macaron, mango melody, the magenta madness, and then this is Coastal Cabana. Now on the inside, as long as you get this butterfly somewhere in this area, it doesn't matter if it sticks up past here, because when you open it up, it's just gonna close up inside of there.
Okay.
So this one doesn't matter so much. You just kind of put it where you think it looks good. And I think I'll go for there. A little bit lower, because, all right. So that will fold up in there.
Yep.
Okay. And then over here, we got some dimensionals on the, you see the back side I boo-booed on, so I turned over. You know, the Misty and the Stamparatus have really spoiled me. It's like I can't stamp regular very much anymore. So I always make one mistake at least on the back side. Okay. And something like that right there. It's a little crooked, so a little adjustment. There we go.
Very nice.
Okay. All right, so that's card number 1. I think the ladies that do this must have a pile of scraps on the floor when they're all done, because I see them all the time just brush the table off. And I'm going like, that lands in my lap all over the floor.
I had to use the Swiffer last night on the floor underneath my table.
Okay, this is our card number 2. All right, it's using, this is Sahara Sand. And this paper is from the, let me go over here and get it so I can tell you exact name of it. It is from the Sand and Sea Designer Series paper. It's the one that's coming, the paper that comes with the set for next month. So if you buy the paper, which is, you know, soon to retire, I took the sheet this way on the front, and it's like got these shells on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took this and I put it through the ornate layers embossing folder, or not embossing folder, die cut, and cut a piece out. It looks like, that's the wrong one, the right one. All right, it will look like that when you cut it out. And then I ran it through the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder to give it some texture. Okay, and then that just gets put on the front of the card about 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And to stamp the, let's see, that's in the other one. To stamp the label, because the label is, I put the label in there, but I'm not allowed to stamp it for you. So to stamp the label, you're going to punch or die cut this out. These are the layering ovals dies. You could use a punch, anything that layers. Punch it out and then put your matching piece that came out of there, the same size, in there. And then we're going to ink up the stamp, which is happy birthday. No, it's not happy birthday. It's happy birthday to you. And that is from the stamp set that's called Best Year. But, you know, anything that fits in the oval is good, is game. So I use this happy birthday to you. And ink it up and stamp it like so. And there you are on your oval already. And then you fight to get it out of there. Okay, make sure you put that back in your corner so it lines up with your stamp next time. And that's how you are going to need. What did I do with that? I just had it.
It's in your MISTI.
It is. I moved it off, but I didn't take it out.
Yeah. I thought you were saving it for the next time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then we're going to glue that onto the matching scalloped layer background. Now that the paper that I gave you for these is not Stampin' Up, and there's a dark side and a light side.
Okay.
We're using the light side for the front. It matches this paper better, and then the dark side's on the dark is on the inside. So we're just going to glue this one down. Oh, let's use the taper. It's faster. Usually on stuff that's textured, I like to use glue. For some reason, when you emboss something, it doesn't like to stick very well. So now this one will be even top and bottom. There's no border at the top and the bottom. It just fits on there just even. And then of course this is going to get a couple pop-ups, poppy doppies, as my Tuesday group calls them, or at least Ellen calls them now. You call them poppy doppies, Mary? Okay. Let's see here. Once you get the stuff all cut out, it goes really, really, really fast to assemble it. Come off of there. All righty. So we'll put that like that. And I'm seeing if I popped up the other ones. Yes, I did. So you'll get one yellowish and one bluish, or it may have a little tinge of pink in it. This paper is also from that Shells, Friends Are Like Seashells paper. And I just, some is cut from this section, some is cut from that section. I kind of found the most solid looking colors, but they had the nice soft sea colors that ocean colors that I liked. And we just, we're going to put our detailed butterfly over the top this time. And this vellum will kind of curl up on you, and it'll be really cute. It makes it look butterfly-esque, if that's a word.
You made it one.
I do have a habit of just making words. So. See the lady struggle with those, peeling those off on camera. There's
The one I was watching used the pokey thing and just poked.
Yeah,
It came right off on the pokey thing.
yeah, there's one lady that has arthritis real bad and she cannot get them. So she pokes right through it with the pokey tool. Probably the same lady. We're watching the same people.
Maybe. I don't even know which
I
one.
don't keep track of her names.
No.
Alrighty. I'll just put one on here for now. Okay. And then you'll have some, there should be some jewels in here. Enough for 4 jewels on each butterfly. Now the Stampin' Up! Pokey tool, which is really nice. It's called the Take Your Pick tool. It's got a little paddle spatula kind of thing on the bottom.
I have that.
Super good for getting off, well, if you don't stick them to your fingers and the table, for getting under the gems.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, and I stuck it to my paper, so it's on. There we go. So I just put 4 gems down the center of each one of those. Ah. 3. This would be a time to get those ones that are hooked together, then it would work a little easier. Yeah. And try to get them straight. And, ooh, a twofer. I got a twofer this time.
Yay.
Get over there. What's nice about vellum is you can move the gems around a little bit on them. I got another twofer. 2 twofers.
A lucky day.
Yeah, better play the lottery. Oh no! I can't believe I found that. It went joing, jumped up in the air and flew off. Oh, those are real straight, aren't they? When you're doing it on camera, it's got to be straight. All right. And then we're going to put the inside, which is just some very vanilla. And it's going back in the, which Misty did I put it in? I've got several of them sitting here. What sent? Oh, wishing you happiness on your special day. Oh, wishing you every happiness your special day will bring. Okay, and I have that in the Stamparatus.
I just used that last night on something.
Yeah, it's a good one. And I'll work around my camera here. So. Okay. We'll do that again. It wasn't very dark. Let me put some more ink on my, that's better, on my always check it in the light, make sure it's not shiny before you flip it over and make a smudge at the front. Okay, and it just fits inside here. And that's card number 2.
Very pretty.
Okay. All right. And card number 3 is a, what you call a case. Copy and share everything is what you call it. That's what case stands for. Of a card that was sent to me I purchased some extra of this butterfly paper from a fellow demonstrator, and she sent me a card like this in her package that she sent me for a thank you note for thank you for the purchase. I thought that was really nice. She used, okay, the background color is mint macaron, and the orange is Calypso Coral. She used the Stampin' Up's sequins that are colored Calypso Coral, which is real nice, and she used a different sentiment. But I'm using the Just Saying Hello, which is from Tasteful Touches. This is a newer set. I don't think it's the, no, this is not the newest one. There's one I'm using today that comes from the brand new catalog that's like a sneak peek kind of thing. Anyway, this is Tasteful Touches. And Just Saying Hello, and I used the other one, the other sentiment up on top for the good things in life are better with you. So, and I stamped the ink I used as Calypso Coral. So, to do this card, let's see. Got that ready to go. That card is this. Which one is that? Do I not have that? Oh, okay. We will have to get that out of one of these other kits. Oh, that's not it. Not it. I'm going to pick the last one. Will be the one that is it. But it is. It's the very last one that I chose. Okay. So this uses butterfly bijou paper up there. That is the back side of another paper that we're going to use in the next card, and I'll show you that when we get to it. Well, I can show you now. The back side of it looks like this.
Oh, that's pretty.
And there's the front side. Alrighty, so all you do on this one is you take your front layer. Make sure that's the front layer. Yeah. First thing you're going to do is take the colored orange layer and cut your butterfly out. Definitely saves the paper because you're going to cover it over with this anyway. Alrighty, so let's get this stamped. And let's see, I did use the, go in there. Okay. Nope, I got it in the wrong spot. No wonder it's not going in there right. That's better. Oh, these magnets are toughies. Don't let these snap on you. Woo! They actually draw blood. I'm just throwing stuff around here. So, get you in the shot. There we go. We're going to ink up our stamp, which is Just Saying Hello. Just enough room to close it on that, under the camera. And I would like that a little darker, so I'm going to do it again. aside for a minute. Okay, so then you're going to take this piece of paper here, your fancy DSP, and we're going to, it tapes evenly to the top of the piece of paper. They should be the same. If they don't come out exactly the same, you should make sure you trim them so they come out even. Just should fit perfectly across there. Well, it would have if I'd have put it on there straight. And then there's a piece of Calypso coral ribbon, but which we will use in another step. Okay, so then this gets matted to the orange piece.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have thought of putting orange with all that. Is there orange in that? Is there orange in the butterfly paper?
This is actually Calypso coral in the paper. It's one of the coordinating colors. Yeah, I didn't think about it either. And then I saw her card when it came and I go, oh, wow, that was pretty nice. So, and depending where you cut that top piece of paper from, there's more Calypso coral in the paper in some spots than others. So see, this is why it's important to get it even, because I got a little white edge there that I don't particularly care for, but I'm in a hurry. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, and then this just gets matted. No, I'm not answering you. You're important. Spam risk. Ah, that's a good one. I can just shut that one right off, which I thought I did. Now I did. I don't know why my spam catcher didn't catch that one though. You told me it was a spam risk. It should have blocked it. All right, so then you have your ribbon on and then you can mount it down.
Okay.
And we have another butterfly with some vellum. And then there's a piece of foam strip in there for you to put on the back of your butterfly so you don't have visible stuff under your butterfly body. And on there, I'll take the strip off of here and it sticks to your fingernail. Sure. And you just put it right up the center of the body of the butterfly. And then your butterfly can fly on the front of the card, like so. There's a couple sequins in here that I put on blue dots for you. I'll put a big one here, a little one here. And if you have the Stampin' Up! Matching sequins, go ahead and use those. Those are really nice. I just didn't have any. That's the outside of the card done. And then inside sentiment is that, whoa, is that other sentiment from the same set. And I have it mounted up on the other side of the Misty. I mean, I call this a Misty. Uh-oh, that's not good. Stamparatus. And we just flip the plate over. And I have it mounted right in the spot that it needs to be. Calypso coral ink. My Calypso coral ink is so old that it's one of the linen pads, not one of the foam pads. But it does the trick. So I'm not into getting rid of it just because it's not the same as the new ones, but it is a current color, so I can still use it. Things are better with you. And put that back on the inside of this card. And that goes on the inside. I have to type up all your directions yet. I haven't done that. I'm a little behind.
I thought you were doing that yesterday.
Okay, so there we go. That's card number 3.
Nice.
Alrighty. And then the last one is actually going to use, like I said, that butterfly paper that I cut the butterflies out for you already. These are some black rhinestones that I found. And it opens up like this.
Oh.
And there's another piece of that paper. This is wishing you a wonderful birthday. And that is from a brand new set called Elegantly Said. So this is a sneak peek at the one that's in the new catalog. Can't order this one yet, but you know, anything that will fit on this 2-inch wide paper. And then this border here, there's a lot of border stamps that you could use, but this one is in the sets, just kind of like a little fine, looks like a half a snowflake kind of on the side. And then I took the final butterfly that's usually too big to use anywhere else, and I stuck him on the inside of the card. And you'll want to leave one side open. Otherwise, when you open it, the card won't open all the way flat. It'll pouch in the middle. So I leave one half of the butterfly unglued. So there's no real sentiment on the outside. It's all the wow when you open it. Okay?
Pretty.
So that's how that one works. And I watched a video of a lady make this one, and I liked her design, but I didn't like the way she cut it and made it so, and she didn't put anything over here. She left this black. So I didn't care for that. And I decided I'm going to work on that until I get it the way I want it. So you're going to start with a piece of the regular card base, the 8.5 by 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. And then you're going to take and cut 2 inches off of this edge. So let me see if I can show you so that you can see how short that edge is.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can save that piece. That's a nice, the 2-inch piece is really nice for doing whatever you need to, nice scrap that you save. And then I cut, this is the back side of that paper from the other card that I was telling you about. And we're going to mount that right here. And there's only a little 1/16 of an inch border there because I wanted to see this little frame around here rather than just having it butt up against this one here.
Okay.
So put a little stick. Oh no, I was going to say we're not going to run out on this one too, are we? Well, that'd be bad. I have to go to trigger number 3. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is just a teensy weensy little border. Hopefully yes, real teeny. That 1/16 of an inch gets smaller every day. and I think it's a little off. So we are going to just make an adjustment if I can do it straight. Ah, perfect. Okay. And then I have another piece of that same packet of paper. And this is like this on the back side. And this is what you could cut those butterflies out from the first card here.
Yes.
You could use this down here for this butterfly. And then there is matching one that's, I forget what the other color in there, but there's another piece of paper like this. So if you don't want to use the seashell paper, you can't get this paper. So I guess then what you could use is the seashell paper inside of here, or any other butterfly paper that you may have found in your stash, or take a little butterfly and stamp it all over a piece of white paper. I hate to tell you you have to do that, but unfortunately. And like I said, I might, who knows, maybe I'll throw a couple of extra little pieces of paper in your kits for you, because I don't think I'll use them again. Well, I probably will, but you know. So that goes over on this side with that skinny little border again. And then you have two, these are all 2-inch wide. I think this one is 2 1/8, but this is 2 inches, 2-inch wide. And I'm going to have to cut the bottoms of this. I think this piece of paper was short, the black. So that's why it's not cooperating. If I could find my paper cutter, that would be good. There it is. Yeah. Trim a little bit off of there. And so we have to stamp those. And I have those set up. And my final setup here. This is the, it says on the inside, wishing you a wonderful birthday. And I wishing you a wonderful birthday. And we had a birthday girl this month, don't we? 2 of them. Barbara had a birthday this month, and Lynn had a birthday this month. Lynn's was on April Fool's Day.
Yep. And mine was Saturday.
Day before yesterday?
Saturday, the 10th.
Okay. And I completely used the wrong color. And so we'll clean that off before I stamp it in the wrong color. Oh man, that would have looked orange with this. Well,
Ooh,
there's orange in there, but not what I had in mind.
No.
I think I had Bermuda Bay in mind there. Or is it Bermuda Bay or Coastal Cabana? Either one of those would have been good. This one you have to watch because it likes to leave a little halo if you're not careful. Okay. So that's that piece. And then you put another piece in there, which is stuck to the bottom here. And you turn this gizmo over. Here. And you make sure you clean that outside one off, otherwise you'll get ink all over your envelopes that are sitting all over your table here. I like that you can mount up on either side of that and
Yeah,
have it ready to go. It's
yeah.
really, if you're making a lot of the same kind of cards, it's very, very, very helpful. All right, and this little border gizmo is kind of right close to the Stamparatus doesn't like to stamp very well when it's right close to the hinge. So you gotta use a little finger power, but I see that I might get a halo if I do that. So we're gonna clean off the halo spot. There we go. And we'll close this up. Push it down like crazy because it's right near that hinge. I've had better planning on that. And I did get a halo down there. Oh, see it?
Oh,
No, well, we'll put a butterfly over it or something.
there you go. Or sequin or something.
Yeah, I have one of those ink erasers and it might work. It might work, it might not. I could turn the paper over and stamp on the other side, but you know, that would be too easy. Okay, and then this gets glued here. Amazes me how fast these ladies work the tape guns too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get that centered. And I am not going to mount the butterflies on the front of this one. I'm just going to show you because I'm short on butterflies. I only have so many. All right, but that's what they look like after you cut them all. They are. And I folded, I just put this one in here at an angle I liked, kind of held it down. And then put my finger here to find out where the fold was. And then I got out my bone folder and actually made a nice crease on there. Okay. And then you glued down one side of it and put it right up against the fold so that when you open it, it'll open and it'll look like it's flying, number one, and then it'll be able to be opened all the way.
Okay.
And then these I just curled with the bone folder. You just kind of go like this and you'll see how see how they're curled up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just put one here. I laid out the big ones first, the way I wanted them. You only glue down one side because this side obviously needs to fly. Try saying that, fly free. Fly free 10 times, Seth. Fly free, fly free, fly come. And then this would get, and I popped these up with dimensionals. Okay, so those got placed on the front of the card. And then these rhinestones, kind of 3 up there, 1 here, and 2 down here. All right. So that's that. That's card number 3.
Oh, that's 4.
4. Yes. Thank heavens it's 4 because I don't have any more.
You don't have anything more to show.
Okay. So, any questions?
No, lovely. It's just too bad you can't get that paper.
I know. And I had the whole class planned already, and I'm going, oh no, what am I going to do? I can't. this one here was like a makeshift, so it used the set, but not the
Right.
paper. And so, there's still, like I said, there's still options, and I don't know that this is the world's greatest looking paper here. You probably could find something a lot nicer, similar. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not.
You could use almost any paper,
Yeah.
even a flowered paper, even a muted flower.
Floral paper over here would be nice.
Yeah.
And this kind of pattern paper comes in the color kits that they have. Like there's a stack of 6x6 paper that comes in, like Regals, Subtles, that kind of thing. So you could do it that way too.
Yeah.
So that's all I got as far as teaching goes today.
Looks lovely.
Any questions?
No,
No.
you did good.
Hey, it's getting easier. And I didn't have stuff as lined up as I thought I did last time. I thought I was better organized last time than this time. And this time it just, I don't know. I just know what I'm doing more, I guess. It's the thing. And when your kit comes, the envelopes that all your stuff comes in will contain your parts for your card. And then you'll have the envelope.
Want your plastic pieces back?
If you see me and you want to give me bags back, yes, I'll take them back. Okay. I can always use those. But Barbara will see me at Stars, and I'll probably bump into you, Mary, if you want to unload some of your leftover baggies.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So everybody got their second shot yet? I'm getting mine tomorrow.
I'm all done.
You're all done?
Yeah.
You're good to go? You passed your 14 days too?
That'll be next Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
Mine's been over a month already.
No,
Yeah.
mine will be tomorrow, Wednesday.
Barbara was able to get hers when her mom got hers. It's sort of like they had an extra shot hanging around for her.
Buy one, get one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just worked out that way.
Yeah, no, I said I was going to try to find out what that stamp set with the birthday was, didn't I? And I really haven't. Oh, it was Mother's Day. I bet you that's itty bitty greetings.
Well, the Mother's Day was itty bitty greetings. It was the other one that Love Makes Us a Family that you were checking that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I actually sorted my stamp sets to the ones that are current and the ones that are not, so it should be fairly easy to find, but I don't know what I was thinking on that one. Putting it away. No, that's Christmas. That's not going to be it.
Well, just put it in the
Yeah, when I find it, I'll put it.
When you type it out too.
Yeah, it'll be in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lovely You, maybe? Yes. Yes. Found it. Lovely You. And it's Love Is What Makes Us Family.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that one, but I'll find something to fit in there.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of stuff. Miles Apart, but Still in My Heart, that kind of stuff. Trust Me, You're Lovely. But yeah, anything that fits on the inside would be just fine. And like I said, this would be a cute birthday. Anything.
Yep.
But I'm glad I found that. I'll have to keep that in the stack for tomorrow.
You could stop recording.
Yeah. Thank you. You'll be my official reminder to start and stop. You want to stop cloud recording?